to Tina Buddy Podcast. I'm Erica.
And I'm Dominic.
And today...
Why every time? You can't do that. If we were news anchors, you couldn't do that.
Because you just always like...
You're not allowed to do that as a news anchor. You can't crack up at your co-anchor saying his name to introduce himself to the public.
I mean, when you do it, I don't do it.
Welcome back to Austin News. I'm Erica. And I'm Dominic.
I don't know. I mean, do I come across like that when you say, welcome back to Tina Buddy?
No,
I'm Dominic,
and
I'm Erica.
And I just get on with what I was going to say. I was like,
because you're
today's episode.
And I'm Dominic, and we're here today with
Yes.
This is like...
This is a new show. Current affairs, baby.
Okay, let's rein it back in. Let's start over,
You've
shall we?
got the microphone today. It's pointed at you.
Welcome back to Tina Buddy Podcast. I'm Erica.
And I'm Dominic.
Today we are going to be talking about British words that I have incorporated into my vocabulary.
Yes.
We kind of had the idea...
Lots of lovely British words.
We kind of had the idea for this podcast... What was it? Last week when we were talking about, what were we talking about? I swear, this is off to a really good start.
What were we talking about?
Language. Something to do with the language. You guys know, you heard it.
Well, we were talking about it in an episode.
Yeah, last week.
Yeah. We were talking about, you listen to it.
Yeah.
You have better memories than us.
I apologize, everyone. Anyway, we had the idea for this podcast last week during our language episode that we did last week, and then someone else kind of touched on the topic on our Facebook group, which if you guys are not a part of, what are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
Just as a little aside, I'm not a Facebook person either. I don't really like all the politics and all the fighting and all the nonsense.
But she does love the...
But she does love I love the Tina Buddy group. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, that group is her favorite group. She's obsessed with it.
No, I mean, you guys can just have your little account. You don't have to have any friends on there or anything, but you need to have a Facebook account so that you can join our group and you can participate in conversations and all of that.
I'm usually the one,
yeah,
commenting and stuff.
Yeah.
And, Erica does it, and sometimes your mum lets you know, oh, yeah, someone commented and saying, oh, yeah, I have to go and look at it and comment and see.
Yeah. My mom's on the group, guys, so if you want to go and talk to her, you can do that.
But yeah, we're mostly active on Instagram.
Yeah.
And we're kind of getting off Twitter, but I occasionally go on there and tweet something.
Yeah. So if you're on Facebook or Twitter, you're probably usually talking to Dominic. If you're on Instagram, it can be either one of us at any given moment, or sometimes both of us, because we'll just sit and watch people's stories together and reply to messages together. Yeah. So.
Yeah, like I'll type a letter, she'll type a letter,
Yeah. On Twitter, really, we have gone way off topic here, but on Twitter, usually...
We need to fill the time out, because we haven't really got too many words that she uses.
That is not what we're doing.
Real talk.
That's not what we're doing here.
Fill it.
Ixnay on the I'm filling tea. Yeah, so occasionally on Twitter, this has become like a podcast to tell you where to find whom on which social media platform. But on Twitter, usually I'll just post like, oh, new podcast out, whatever, go here, go to this link to see, or here's our Instagram or whatever.
Yeah, she does all the promotion, and I just do all the replying to messages.
Yeah.
PR.
He replies to people, and he'll tell me if one of you says to tell me something. He will
tell Erica I love her.
But anyway, I'm on Instagram. Anyway, going back.
Anyway, she's on Instagram. Anyway,
going back to Facebook. In our Facebook group, on the episode where we were talking about last week the language and it was my accent. Do I have an accent or not?
Yes, we finally got there in the end, Dave Aldrich.
Which it seems was pretty much a unanimous no. I don't have a British accent.
Yeah, everybody was like, no, I don't hear an accent at all, and it's more interesting. And someone asked, which I don't think I responded to on Facebook. Someone asked, I'd be more interested to hear if Dominic's family and friends think he has a Texas twang. My sister thinks I do. My sister says, you're getting a bit of a twang there, a bit of a American twang there, Dominic.
Yeah.
You know, and she, I mean, if you heard her, you know she doesn't sound anything like I do, so.
Her British accent is much thicker than Dominic's, funnily. But I don't think you have any kind of Texas anything. I mean, I don't really hear it at all. Do you guys, let us know if you guys think
Howdy,
you
partner.
hear any sort of
Texas twang,
Texas or American inflection or anything like that coming through in Dominic's speech. But anyway, someone sort of touched on the fact that I don't have an accent, but I probably might be using words or phrasing things in a British sort of way and confusing my fellow Austinites or, family here in Texas. And I think so. I definitely have picked up words. So that is what this podcast is about. What are we, like 10, 15 minutes in already?
Yeah, you see? Good stuff.
That is what this podcast is about. Words that I have started using in daily life, like not on purpose, yeah. In a non-purposeful
Well, yeah, you
way.
you use words on purpose.
But I mean, I'm not like...
But you're not doing it to kind of like say, yeah, I'm doing this to prove a point.
Right, like I don't say cheeky. I'm not going to say cheeky unless...
do. Cheeky bugger.
You cheeky if I do like a word like cheeky or if I say mate, I would never say either one of those words like in real life.
Unironically.
Yeah, I would say that I'd probably even put on the accent. I would be like, oh, you think so, mate? Like...
you always go into Cider Steve's voice.
I think so, mate. LA, mate.
All right, mate. Yeah, all right, yeah, mate. You'll know who Cider Steve is.
Yeah.
I think we talked about him before. He's a legendary figure, and he roams the Devonshire wilds looking for cider. And I don't know if he's found any yet, so... Good on you, Cider Steve,
What
mate.
are some other, like, especially British words?
Cheeky.
I would never
having
say
a pop,
cheeky.
having a Barney.
Having a pop.
Having
No,
a pop.
I mean, like, everyday kind of
That is everyday kind of thing.
words.
It's having a pop, innit?
I mean, obviously there are words like
It's popping off, innit?
chips. Sometimes I might refer...
Chips. Yeah, you say that, chips.
I wouldn't say it on an everyday basis, but if I'm talking about something, I want you to understand that I'm meaning...
Chips and not crisps.
Yeah.
You see, I'm getting confused now. I have to get chips, crisps, because I say chips on a daily basis to mean crisps.
Yeah.
Like the American
Maybe
version.
we should do, and I don't know if there's enough words to make an episode out of, but maybe we should do an episode about American words or phrases that you've started saying.
Like cell on my cell phone.
On my cell phone. Anyway, okay, so blah blah blah. Let's get to the list.
The list.
The first one that I have started, and these are not in like order of frequency. Like these are not like number 1 is not the word that I use most as opposed to number 5 or whatever. But the first one on the list is bollocks.
Bollocks. Bollocks. Usually accompanied by bollocks, mate. Bollocks.
No.
Bollocks, mate.
I just like the word in general, but I like, I think
That's bloody. We don't. You say bloody a lot.
Do I?
Yeah, so that's bloody bollocks.
I don't say bloody.
Yes, you do. Yeah, you do.
You guys, he and I have been married so long. I really genuinely do forget.
You were telling
sometimes.
your mother or someone the other day something. You were telling them a story, and you were like, oh, and they said that to me, and I was just, it's just bloody bollocks.
I did
You
not.
You did. I should have recorded it.
I mean, it's possible, but no, bollocks though.
Bollocks.
To me.
Explain
okay, you say what bollocks means.
Well, it means several different things. Well, it means a couple of different things. Bollocks means like that's a load of rubbish, meaning a load of crap.
Load of crap. Yeah.
And it could also mean like bollocks, as in the male genitalia.
Yeah.
Bollocks, you know, always bollocks. Look at that dog. The dog's bollocks.
Yeah.
That's another phrase.
That's where I
dog's bollocks means it's a good thing.
Like if you see a dog licking himself or something like that, I think it sounds nicer like to say bollocks than balls. Just
balls.
Because, and I guess it's only because bollocks is not really used over here. So to me, it's just like.
And you think you're getting away with stuff, don't you?
Well, it just is nicer if you want
cheeky.
to. If you want to say it in front of whoever, you know, it's just like, oh, look at him, he's licking his little bollocks, you know.
It's talking about me, but yeah.
And I guess, I mean, it's not on the list, but I guess I might also use knob sometimes too. Oh, his little knob.
His little knob. Look at his knob.
His little knob.
Yeah.
This is in reference to dogs, usually, most often for some reason. We don't even have a dog.
She's looking at dogs' bollocks and knob. We don't even have a dog, but she wants one. Just so she can go, look at his little knob. Look at his little bollocks.
But I do also like to use bollocks in the that's a load of crap way.
Bollocks.
Yeah, I'll go, oh, that's a load of bollocks.
Oh, bollocks just means like, oh, you know,
crap.
Crap. You know, like, oh, dang it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't say the S word, but I know.
I don't really use it like that,
standards.
I don't think. Oh, bollocks. Like, oh, crap.
Bollocks. Yeah, I use it a lot too. You know, like if something breaks or something like, oh, bollocks.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but I don't use it like that.
Bollocks to Bisto. Bollocks to it.
I'm thinking now, I don't use it that way. I most often use it like, what a load of crap. You know, what a load of bollocks. Oh, he's talking bollocks, you know.
Yeah, she usually says that about a leader of a certain country.
Yeah, what a load of bollocks. Yeah, I use that all the time. Actually, this word is not on the list either, and it's not a British word, but the way that British people use it. Load. Because in America, I think before I knew Dominic, I would have said a ton.
A ton of bollocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really... Yeah.
He's
what
got
a load of bollocks, mate.
Oh, would you help him up the stairs? He's got a ton of he's got a ton of groceries. But now I might say, would you help him up the stairs? He's got a load of groceries with him.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and that's like a British.
That's a Britishism. It's like, oh, he's got a load of groceries. He's got a load of shopping.
Yeah,
come on. You start saying load of shopping, then yeah, you get into British territory.
Yeah.
There.
But see, that kind of goes along with the language episode that we did last week. Like, I'm not pronouncing things. I'm not saying, oh, I can't do that, darling. You know, it's none of that. But it's like, oh, would you come out to the car? I've got a load of shopping. I don't say shopping, but yeah. I've got a load of groceries in the car. Would you come help? You know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an Americanism, groceries, you know.
Yeah.
My dad used to kind of say, it's like, oh, I'm going to go sit the groceries now, you know. But he wouldn't be saying it like, oh, because it's an American thing. It was just kind of like, he preferred saying the word groceries, I think. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you got to do the big shop.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that.
Yeah.
Another episode.
So, yeah, get ready for the big shop.
Okay, so then the next one on the list is you coming home with a load of groceries. And, oh, Erica, come out to the car. I've got a load of shopping in the car. And I would maybe say, can't be bothered. I really cannot be bothered doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love to say I can't be bothered or I cannot. I'll even say
Well, what
I
did you say before?
cannot be bothered doing that.
Do you remember what you said before?
Okay,
'Cause,
well,
I mean-
let's explain what can't be bothered means for anybody
Yeah.
who might not automatically figure it out.
I can't be bothered to do that.
Yeah, so
Meaning I cannot be.
I don't want to.
Because I mean, you know, there's another one I used to say a lot in Britain was can't be asked.
Yeah, no, I don't say that.
Can't be asked. You don't say that over
I
there?
used to think when Dominic and I used to talk
Can't be
on
asked,
just on the
yeah.
phone, before we were in person together.
And that's something and I thought I'd invented.
I can't be asked.
Yeah, maybe it was a friend of mine in school who started saying it, and we both started saying it. We both thought, oh, it's something unique that we just say, because we never
It's
heard
like
it
me
before.
thinking I
But then
invented
yeah.
EFF.
What?
I did. I thought I invented that.
Oh, God, I don't know. It's like, well, we started saying can't be asked, and people used to make fun of us for it. This was in Wales, when we were living in Wales and stuff. And me and my friend used to say, I think he started saying it, and I caught on, everybody just saying, oh, can't be asked, haha, can't be asked,
Yeah.
but it's British people say it now, it's taken off, so, I credit myself with the popularity of that spreading.
But I used to think you were saying, because of his accent, I used to think he was saying, I can't be asked.
Asked?
I can't be asked
Can't
to
be
do
asked.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't be asked.
Yeah. I thought you were
can't
saying
be-
I thought you were saying I can't be asked. I cannot be asked to do that.
Cannot be asked to
So-
do that. Yeah, I guess so.
So yeah, can't be bothered. Basically, like I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I just don't want to do that.
I don't
cannot be
feel like doing
I don't
that.
feel like doing that right now.
And I don't know what I
cannot be bothered with that crap.
and let me. I'm
it's a
trying
load
to
of bollocks.
and I'm
mate.
trying to think now. Like, oh, if like in the past, before I knew you, what would I have said? Oh, I've got so much to do, but I can't be bothered. What would I have said instead of can't be bothered? I don't know. I've got so much to do.
I don't feel like
but
doing
I don't
that
feel
right
like
now.
it. Yeah.
I don't feel so
I
good.
guess so. I guess I would say I don't feel like it. Ugh, I've got so
don't
much to do,
feel
but
so good. What you say?
I guess I would say, yeah, I've got so much to do, but I don't feel like it. But I can't be bothered is so much more accurate, really, isn't it?
Because you can't be bothered to do it. You can't be bothered enough to do it. You're not bothered
I'm
enough
not
to
bothered enough by what needs to be done to actually do it.
I can't be. It's like, oh, I need to take the trash out. I need to, scrub the toilet. I need to clean the house. Oh, I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
I literally cannot be asked to do that. And there's a lot, and because British people love to shorten things now in text speak, you see people saying CBA.
Oh, yeah.
And, it's like, yeah, CBA, mate.
Can't be
yeah,
asked.
a text speak, like CBA,
I don't know what can't be asked means, though.
Get off your arse and do it. I can't be asked to I can't be asked, to get my arse in gear to get off of it.
Okay, I never knew that.
No, it's something, because there used to be people, it's like, we're going out tonight on the pool, mate. There's a load of people down there. Get your arse in gear. Let's get down there,
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't be asked. It's like, literally, I cannot be asked to get my arse down there. Can't be asked to do this. Can't be asked
Yeah,
to
because
do
I
that.
really did not understand that before.
Yeah.
Next on the list of words that I have started using and I have been using for years now, bugger off.
Bugger off.
We
yeah.
have bugger.
You
I don't know.
you like leaning your head out the window and shouting that to the kids, didn't you?
Oh, the kids. That's like the best thing to say. When I'm doing something and my niece and nephew are over, or if they're around,
Yeah.
and they're annoying.
I was
me.
talking about general kids that you
No,
don't
no,
even know.
no. Kids that I do know. Let's focus on kids I do know. No, because it's so good to use with them, and I feel really good about it when I say it to them as well. Bugger off, would you just bugger off?
Just bugger off.
It's just, because sometimes I think it's next on the list. Sometimes they are doing my head in, and they're like, Erica, come here, do this. Erica, and I'm just like, oh, bugger off, will you? Just bugger off.
Yeah, you're very Victor Meldrew with that as well. I've seen you do it. Bugger off. Just bugger off.
It's so good. It's so accurate, and I really like it. It's just like, it really is.
Bugger off. You're doing my head in.
That being said, you have on the list bugger. I don't know if I use the word just bugger.
Well, yeah, again, British words, we have one word to mean several different things.
Oh, you little bugger. I don't know if I do
bugger.
that.
Oh, that's buggered. You know, that means...
Oh, I definitely don't say buggered.
Yeah,
I can't.
Buggered, innit? You know, like the TV.
It's messed up.
Messed up.
It's broken.
It's broken, yeah. Oh, it's buggered, innit?
Yeah, definitely
Buggered
don't
that
say
one
that.
up.
Do I say bugger?
That little bugger? No,
Yeah, maybe about the cat, if the cat bites me or something.
Oh,
Do I go,
you
little
bugger.
bugger?
Yes.
May-
I've done it when the cat
maybe.
freaking gets me. Yeah, we got a vicious cat, everyone. She just comes in and she just decides...
Deadly.
I'm gonna bite you
deadly.
today. Deadly, vicious cat. And, you know, sometimes she'll go, you know, like, oh, get us, you know. And I'll go, you little bugger.
She's a princess.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if I say bugger or not. Bugger off, definitely. And bugger off, for anyone who doesn't know, just means like, oh, I do say piss off, too. That's another
Piss
one that's
off.
not on the list. Yeah. I might say piss off to you.
Piss off, mate.
When you're doing my head. Just go, oh, piss off.
I never do your head in.
But yeah, bugger off. Bugger off just means like buzz off. In America, we might
Buzz
say
off.
buzz off.
Buzz off.
Yeah.
Buzzer.
That's like very like 1980s.
Buzz off, you
buzz
little
off.
buzzer.
I don't know if they say that.
Buzz off, you little buzzer.
What are you having some sort of fit over
No.
there? What's going on?
I'm being 80s guy.
But I don't know. Buzz off might even be from like the 50s. I associate it with the 80s, but it might go back to
The
like.
thing is, in the 1950s, right, you had all this buzz
off.
Buzz
Oh,
off.
would you buzz
oh,
off?
Buzz off.
That sounds
You
very.
little buzzer.
It sounds like that
You know.
could be 50s, doesn't it?
Yes.
No, you don't say buzzer. Are you trying to be funny?
Yes, I'm trying to be funny. I'm trying to be ironically American.
I was like, I don't think we use that word.
A 1980s version of 1950s America, which happened. Because in the 1950s, it was all this like science fiction and futuristic stuff.
Yeah.
And then in the 80s, it kind of came out again, didn't it? You know, so it
and
was
it
like,
all looked the same.
all looked the same except for the digital
It
clocks.
was still like this.
We've got digital clocks now. We're in the future, man.
Next on the list, I've mentioned it several times already. Doing my head in.
Doing my head in.
I love that so much. And that just applies to anything that's driving you crazy. It's making you crazy. It's annoying you.
That is one that's a newish word phrase for
Is
Brits.
it?
Yeah, it comes from like maybe the 70s or the 80s.
But you also use it like, because I think I use it more like things that are annoying me, things that are pissing me off. I'll be like, oh, you're doing my head in. You're driving me crazy, you know.
Doing my head in this.
But you also say it, don't you, when you can't figure something out.
Yeah.
When
This is
something's
doing
like,
my head in now.
You know, like
Yeah.
you're balancing the checkbook, let's say, like who
You can't,
uses a
you're not
checkbook,
getting
but-
something right. Yeah, you're balancing the checkbook, or you know, there's some, you know, you're not getting like, for me, it's like, you know, a guitar part or you know, a vocal part. It's doing my head in. That
Yeah.
I can't really get my head around this. It's doing my head in, and I can't figure it out.
And
you know?
then Dominic and I, just as like it's a little inside joke, and you guys can be part of it. There's a video of this guy, I don't know, like what, in his 50s, 60s maybe?
Yeah, oh, the angry guitarist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's trying to learn a guitar part. But you said it's to his own song.
It's to his own song. He's trying to do it live. And it's this little really finickety bit where he's got to sing. He's like...
Oh my God.
And he's just like, you know, he keeps messing it up.
Yeah.
And he keeps buggering
and it's
it
quite
up.
like,
And
it's quite like a little happy, like kind of happy
it's a
sounding
little
song,
you know,
right?
it's, I'm a magic man, you're a magic man. And it went viral, this video, because he was throwing, you know, this kid who was with him, you know, was filming his explosives.
Yeah.
You know, explosive reactions. Mm-hmm. So he's like, oh, it's doing my head. I'm sick of this song. I'm sick of this. He was smashing up his guitars and everything.
But he was getting mad at his own
wrist.
because
and he
the
goes,
wrist was
this wrist is doing my pissing head in. He says, you know, he's just It won't work, this poxy thing. You know.
This wrist is doing my pissing head in. So Dominic and I always say, it's doing my pissing head in. No, it's doing my pissing head in. Doing my pissing head in. Yeah, look the video up. You'll find it.
Yeah.
Next on the list is just the word. It's another word that's not a British word, but it's just the way the British use it, and it's the word quite.
Quite.
Yeah.
Quite.
I use that a lot, and I think that's one of the things that you, Dominic, have pointed out to me before that my brother has noticed about it. Like, oh, yeah, you know, if I'm telling my brother something about his daughter, you know, let's say, and I'll say, oh, yeah, and she was quite good at that. She did this, and she was quite good at that, you know, she was quite good at that. And he'll be like, and my brother would be like, oh, she was quite good at it, was she? You know?
Yeah, it's something like that, yeah.
Something like that, yeah. Because we don't really use quite that often, you know?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of an instance in American English. I know that triggers some people to say American English.
American English and British English, but it is kind of the same sort of thing, you know. It's all English. Oh, it's just different forms, and some people in Australia could use no Australian English, but there is.
But there is, yeah. I mean,
American English, British English, strange. It's all English. All English is British English.
Yes.
Because we're all from England, mate.
But yeah, I don't know. You know, what else? What are some other ways that? Oh, it's quite
lovely.
Oh, it's quite
lovely
hot.
Is another one.
It's quite hot today, isn't it? Oh, it's quite nice here, isn't it? It's
quite nice here, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, that's quite pretty, isn't it?
It's not bad, is it? Yeah.
Yeah. Just using quite all the time to describe absolutely everything. It's quite hot. It's quite pretty. It's quite nice. It's quite cute.
Looks quite pretty.
Yeah, it's just I do definitely use quite all the time. And
quite, and then it goes on to another rhyming one. When you go to somewhere that's not so great.
That's
you say,
not,
this is quite
somewhere that's not quite cute.
This is quite
shite.
Shite.
I use that one like
know,
I don't use that one seriously when I go
bloody shite.
Yeah. Oh, I guess maybe I do say bloody because I do think I say, oh,
bloody.
It's bloody shite. This bloody shite. I say shite all the time. Yeah, it's funny. I just find the word funny. So.
It's a kind of an archaic form even in Britain. And my dad said it. You know, it's like, oh, bloody shite. It's a bloody load of shite on TV.
It's a load of shite. I say that all the time.
It's a load of shite.
That's a load of
shite.
Yeah,
no, you do it about TV. You know, you've pretty much turned into my dad, weirdly enough. Because my dad always says it.
Oh, did you find something to watch? You know, we're getting ready to go to bed and we're looking for something to like.
And it must have been my dad you got it from because I never say it.
We're looking for something. We're looking for something to watch, you know, as we're gonna settle down and get ready for bed. Oh, did you find something to watch? I was, it's a load of shite. So and if I'm feeling particularly like funny, then I'll say it's a load of shite, mate. You know, so I will say mate sometimes.
Yeah. It's a load of bloody shite.
Yeah, load of bloody.
Because my dad. No, it's my dad. You got that from
maybe, yeah.
Because you know, it's like he's looking at I remember him looking at like the guide on the TV guide or whatever, you know, and he's like, it's a load of bloody shite. It's like, you know, it's like, you know, like like
or
Gardener's
if I'm watching
World and you know whatever bloody shite that is.
Or if I'm watching the news and the leader of a particular country is talking
bollocks.
Say, oh, what's he talking about? Oh, load of shite. Load of shite, I'll say. Yeah. So
load of shite.
So there you go. There's the word load and shite in the same word. And yeah, you're right. I do say bloody on occasion, I guess, now that I'm thinking about it. And then the last one that I could think of, I'm sure there's probably others. I guess I can make notes as I say them and maybe do another one of these episodes down the road sometime. But this is all I could come up with at the moment. I do, when it's raining, I tend to say, it's pissing down outside, which is very
Pissing-
ladylike.
I say that.
Yeah, you say it. That's where I got it
Oh, it's
from.
bloody pissing down out there.
It's pissing down outside, or I like to say bucketing down, which I think I must have gotten that from
Bucketing,
you too.
yeah,
It's
bucketing.
bucketing down. It's
absolutely
really
bucketing
bucketing
down.
down. It's really bucketing
Well, bucketing,
down.
you know, because when we're in polite company, you know.
Because what would I say before that? You know, it's pouring.
It's
It's
pouring
like
down, you know.
pissing down or bucketing down really is a lot more descriptive than just your average old, oh, it's pouring outside, you know, which I guess is what I would.
Absolutely pissing down.
Yeah, which I guess is what I would have said. So yeah, those are some words and phrases that I have
Yeah.
incorporated into
That was quite lovely.
into my vocabulary. Why don't you give it a try? See
Yeah.
if anybody notices. Yeah.
Start saying, you know, when it rains, oh, pissing down out there, isn't it?
Yeah, there's just some things that are so
In
like
it. There you go, in it.
that are so like much more accurate than what we would normally say in America, in my opinion, anyway. And so those are the things that I
Meaning
kind
they're
of.
spot on. It means like that. That's really spot on. You know? He's talking a load of shite.
Those
know,
are yeah.
Maybe
Talking
we're
a load of shite.
we're talking a load of shite. I don't know.
And again, you can get away with saying shite in front of people because most people don't, you know, it's not going to register on their radar that you've said a cuss word,
that
you know.
that you've added an e to a cuss word. Basically, yeah.
yeah. So anyway, that's it. We gotta go. We're over time as always, but you guys are used to that. We appreciate you being here. We appreciate you tuning in twice weekly, every week. We love seeing your comments and you sharing our podcast on your stories with your friends and your followers on Instagram and anywhere else you're joining in our conversation on Facebook.
Sorry, I stretched. I was just like, oh.
Here's a little inside information for you guys.
Oh my god.
He does that in his sleep, just in case you were wondering.
I was actually
in the middle of
then.
in the middle of the night, just all of a sudden. Ah! And now, if that is not something that will wake you up out of a dead sleep with your heart pounding out of your chest,
I don't do it that loud, surely.
Yeah, you do.
No, I do not.
He does.
You're talking bollocks,
He
mate.
does.
You're talking a load of shite.
See, you've interrupted my train of thought now. So
You're telling everyone goodbye.
I'm just going to have to say thank you for coming as always. We appreciate you so much, and we will talk to you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.